thread that hole, and then I'm going to see if I can get that plug to go down in there with some anti-seize on it so it doesn't seize up, and then we should be able to mount up the HX35 and start assembling the rest of the piping. Man, that second gen though, boys and girls. Oh, and by the way, my door handle broke on the other side. Like, not the door handle like busted, but the latch must have came off on the inside that, you know, releases the door. So now I have to get in from the passenger side in public. People are like, what in the heck? Just continuing last night's video today. I did get that manifold all tapped and threaded and stuff, so I'm gonna try to pursue that some more today, but kind of need a second person for putting that retainer back in the HX35. Let's get this truck started up. Man, she sounds good. We're on our way to the PMV again. Oh man, I sure hope we can freaking be done with this time. Pay the stinking taxes on this thing, get the registration and everything in my name, and be good to go. Hopefully we can get this dealt with, and we will get back and try to work on that compound turbo system yet again. I don't know if I ever actually properly introduced this vlog, but what is up, loud and proud crowd? I hope you guys are doing absolutely phenomenal. Big Stinky right here is currently down, and when I say down, I mean it's something very minor. The door handle, the kid had let me know he had tried to fix the door handle, but it had already been kind of broken on the inside. So it's just a little piece of plastic that snapped, and it's not a big deal. I'm gonna order another one tonight. They're like 15 bucks, and I can get it here in like 2 days, and then I'll just swap it out. But for the time being, I have Scotch tape going across this way and then all the way up and down, just to make sure no water gets inside there for now. Luckily, I've got another 12 valve to keep me satisfied while driving down the road. I'm good, not hurting here. But yeah, that truck, man, it's gonna be freaking sweet. I just got some talking with a wheel company that is going to work with me on wheels for a truck. So I'm not gonna say which wheels are gonna be on this truck, whatnot, but let's just say this truck should be getting its wheels. All I can say is this is about to get wheels on it and 35s and a 5-inch lift, and it's going to be so sexy. The compound turbo system is finally getting hooked up. We got the HX35 broke loose the other day, and now that's all mounted up. The bolts and stuff have been torqued down now. That everything has been lined up. That back there, that plate's been lined up. All the bolts in the back have been tightened down. The HX35 has been tightened down on all 4 bolts. Downpipe, I tightened that down since all this is lined up. F475 Borg Warner is all tightened down from underneath. All the band clamps are tightened down, and I positioned all the band clamps up on top where you can access them if need be in future occasions. So oil lines all hooked up. They said to have about a 1/2 inch space, which is about a finger space for me between the turbo and that line, and that is about what we have there. So that's good to go. These retainers are all good to go and tightened down. Want to make sure before you go and start up your truck, your turbo can freely spin. Your turbo wheel can freely spin without any kind of resistance or scraping or scratching. And that thing is freely spins, so that is good. Same with this one down here. Freely spins. They freely spin with no issue, so we should be all good to go to start mounting up the piping kit and getting stuff bolted up and good to go. I did change out the oil filter and put new oil in that as well. Now we have to do a full oil change before we run the truck, otherwise we're just going to basically waste that oil. So what I'm going to do is drain the oil and all that stuff before we actually start the truck up. I'm going to do the oil change, and then we can start it up and then get that going. So then after that, we have new oil, compound turbo systems in, so they have new oil to run through those as well. All that stuff, so that should be all really good. So also, there's some nice new valve covers all painted up for the giveaway 12 valve as well. So anyways, we're gonna get the camera set up and we're gonna start to install some of this piping kit. and proud crowd. Look what we have just completed under the hood of the nasty red 12 valve Cummins diesel. We now have a compound turbo system under the hood of this thing, fully installed, good to go. Everything's bolted down, torqued to spec. I mean, all the cables, the oil feed lines, oil drain lines, everything's tightened down, everything's snug, all turbo bolts. I mean, everything's solid. I mean, it's solid as rock. But this thing is good to go. I got the new battery tray put in, be a battery relocation tray. There's just 2 bolts up underneath, 2 bolts you take out of the inner fender right here, and then you just thread them back in through the holes on that plate. It comes with pusher kit. The biggest struggle with this whole kit was not the kit itself, it was this HX35 freaking not breaking loose. Like, I spent 3 days just trying to do that alone, so that was probably the biggest thing. This kit should, like, if you have a turbo that cooperates really, if you tackle this, you should be able to do it in 1 full day. If you have some experience, you are somewhat mechanically inclined, you should be able to follow those instructions and get this done in pretty much a day. So, but yeah, we just had a few complications with the HX35 not lining up, and then yeah, just other small hiccups here and there, but kind of like other random stuff. Looks pretty good. Dad just came out and saw it. You just kind of got a clip of his truck. He was revving it up right there out there on the pad a little bit, but yeah, he likes it. He's like, this looks freaking mean. It looks really, really good. I'm gonna tell you the next steps are gonna be, hey, I changed the oil filter. I already kind of told you that already, but tomorrow the goal is to get this truck started up and running tomorrow. So in tomorrow's video, hopefully we can get this thing running. What I have to do first though is check the transmission fluid, make sure it's still up to level, because we spilled some transmission fluid down there when we cut the lines around there to put in that bypass and get rid of the heat exchanger. And then we need to check our antifreeze, make sure the coolants, everything's up to level and everything's good, because that spilled a little bit as well when plugging off those holes. And then oil changes. Oil change still has not been done since we bought this truck, but keep in mind we haven't put more than 200 miles on it since we bought it. We just kind of been down in the road and back sort of thing, like small stuff. Basically test drives in between part installs. So we're gonna get the oil change tomorrow. Fuel filter has already been done when we did the Mega Twin, which is also a pusher product. We did that fuel filter at that time because that also made more sense to do. Downpipe down there where the 5-inch marries up to the 4-inch, I need to cut the 4-inch and put in that adapter, but to move forward with the compound turbo system, I couldn't really put that on there to be able to have some wiggle room still with that downpipe until everything was completely in place, so then I could tighten down the bolts underneath the turbo. Not that big of a deal. Yeah, show them another real close just around the turbo kit, the compounds and the install. I'll definitely leave a link to Pusher's website in the description below. Of course, for other horsepower parts, injectors, push rods, valve springs, that stuff is from Diesel Auto Power. That stuff's always down there, of course, for the build. And we're gonna leave a link to Pusher for the compound turbo system down there as well, and I'll probably do that for a couple more videos here because we got to get the thing started up and oil changes stuff. That's probably going to be tomorrow's video, and then I'm probably going to try to film a video of actually driving the truck to do some in-cab footage of like response, spool, throttle response, and get up and basically just the difference, what like first drive after that, and notice the real difference compared to what it was, compared to what it is now, because really all the other parts were supposed to be assisting this kit right here. So without this being done, they really couldn't perform to the best of their abilities. Super excited to get this thing fired up and running and to really show you guys the real difference with this kit in there. Hey everybody, that is going to put a wrap on this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. We finally got the compound turbo system kit done in the truck. It is good to go. Everything's set. All we need to do, like I said, is basically get everything, fluids changed out, get it started up, and we're gonna be good to go. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, smash that thumbs up, drop your comments down below, keep it cool, keep it clean and legit. If you have not done so yet, join the team, join the family. Don't forget to check out the link below, grab some merch. We got the hoodies, we got some Team LNP and Loud and Proud keychains. Definitely go check them out, get them while they last. Decals are, of course, those have been sold out again, so I gotta restock up. But thank you guys so much. You guys are the best family on YouTube. Thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.